Hey, this is the 4th video of my living stasis series. Go watch. Go watch the other ones first if you haven't already. Okay, bye.
Take me to chapter 2. In a world devoid of anything. Except for everything. What? It's auto-playing again. Woven around limbs or strings of material. Oh, fish. From here I see certain things. I see a troubled girl attempt to find her sister. Is she trying to find herself? Finally, my vision catches up to my senses. The everything that makes up the nothing around because of the few ones. And now I observe her. She stares down the gate that separates her from the trail that would eventually lead her to herself. I observe her intently to see if she chooses to enter beyond. This feels like a Monty Python bit. Did you seriously fall asleep in the ferry terminal? Hey, Saturday. My eyes snapped awake. I guess I did indeed fall asleep at the ferry terminal. Morning again, sleepyhead. Mama get much sleep? Oh, please, I was in the hospital. I didn't get much sleep there. Fair enough. It'd been just over 4 hours since I was finally discharged from the hospital. What happened to a couple days of rest? What happened to that? Didn't you say I'd get a couple days of rest before going to the ferry? Are you... This is a fucking psycho, dude. Toby and Harry had, ironically, been discharged before me. It seemed like their treatment ended up going faster than mine after all. You're weak, Saturday. You're weak and soggy. We've known it from the start. Allison and I were waiting for the ferry to the Kagoshima port. The ferry was due to dock in just over, well, the departure board's at 12:25 p.m., so in about 20 minutes. Looked around, the ferry terminal was pretty vast inside for such a small location. This place is so big, isn't it, Allison? We were just here a few days ago, Sad. Yeah, but not to get on a ferry. Come on, isn't it at least a little exciting to be out on the sea? Like we're swashbuckling pirates. Allison gave me what I can only describe as the most defeated glance I've seen from her without her actually being upset. Well, more like suburban pirates. Nevertheless, we will press on with our crew. Your crew? I don't think you're the captain, Saturday, right, Ari? 100% agreed. Huh? Allison and I turned to look at Ari, who by all intents and purposes should be anywhere but here right now. Wait, Ari, where'd you come from? What are you even doing here? Taking a trip to the mainland, obviously, with you and Allison. Don't you have, like, work as a detective at your job that you get paid to do? Sick leave. Sick leave? I mean, yeah, I was injured in the line of duty, and even though I've recovered, it's a minimum of 2 weeks. I'm not allowed on duty. Why? That rule makes no sense. Something about saving face or whatever. I'm not really allowed to ask questions. Saturday, it's the damn police. I wish I had literally any other job. So legally speaking, you aren't a detective right now. Sort of. It's a bit complicated, but essentially, yes, I'm just a normal civilian. I'm following this lead on my own, time separate from my job as a detective. Well, you're free to come along if you want. The more the merrier, especially on investigations, as they say. I don't think anyone says that, Saturday. Nobody says that. I shot both of them a jokingly angry glare. Regardless, just a quarter till we head to board. None of y'all get seasick, right? I don't want the janitor crew to be mad at us. Nothing can get in the way of our foray into Kagoshima, right? Us against the world. She's gonna get seasick. Come on, be a little excited. Have any of you even been to the mainland? I haven't been back in years. I wonder how much has changed. Though I guess we aren't going to Tokyo. Allison looked at me concernedly. It's not exactly something to be excited about, you know? I'm worried for Suki. I'm not sure if this is safe for us to be doing. What do you mean? Suki disappeared, and there's all this mysterious stuff going on. That's not even mentioning the fire. I feel like the universe is out to get us, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Can't you see I'm just trying to lighten the mood a little? Of course I'm scared, Allie. You know that just as much as I do. Relax, Allison. I'm not gonna let anything happen to either of you. If anything serious goes down, I'm going in alone, and you two are staying back. I'm the trained one here. Allison shot me a look, moved in closer to whisper to her. He seems totally different, right? Absolutely different. What are you two lovebirds whispering about behind my back? We're not lovebirds. Also, we're in front of you, not behind you. She knows what she's doing. She's a... I know what you are. I don't think I've ever seen someone as into semantics as you. Shut up. Whatever. I just made the observation that you're much different when you're not on the clock. That's all. Surprise? I'm not a hard ass all the time, you know. Only when the line of duty requires me to be. Allison stepped away from me, seemingly flustered for some reason. I wasn't sure why. She's blind. She's blind. I'll just leave it at that. Saturday, we've already discussed this. She's soggy. Regardless of all that, we need to follow this clue, and I think having you two on board with us would be useful. You two knew Suki better than I did, and having a mind connected to the subject can be helpful. Allison sighed. This time her defeated look seemed to actively be connected to her exhaustion with this whole situation. I guess I can't blame her. Yeah, alright. Just be sure to hold Saturday back if something happens. You know how she can be. Heh, you know I can take care of myself. Name one time that Geology Museum. Suddenly the members of the Geology Museum came flooding back to me. Instant bozo. Actually, like 3 days ago, not even that long, a major event occurred in your life that made you inhale so much toxic smoke. You inhaled so much carbon monoxide from a reckless decision. This is foolish. This is foolish. I almost felt like I could physically smell the smoke, even though the summer air was clean as could be. I also must notice that I suddenly dropped my happy attitude. I'm sorry, I didn't. It's okay. I know you didn't mean to. I'm not upset, okay? Yuri waited a bit, seemingly judging the air to see when it would be appropriate to lighten the mood again. After a few seconds, she pointed outside the window towards the sea. Hey, what are you pointing at? There's our ferry. Oh, here it comes. Look at it soar so gracefully across the... You know, Ari, I appreciate the sentiment, but I need to be brutally honest. You are horrible at lightening up the mood. Sorry. Nah, it's all good. I mean, hey, what happened to the scary detective lady I met earlier? You weren't exactly being all light-hearted and happy when we first started talking. I don't waste energy on people I don't know. I know you more now. And like I said, it's kind of exhausting being a hard-ass all the time. When I first met you, I knew you was... I just knew you was the girl my sister kept getting into trouble with. I'm never gonna forget the aftermath of the ranch incident Saturday. What do you mean, the ranch incident? You know about that? When my sister comes home at 1 a.m. looking like that, it's hard to not know. Well, I'm glad I'm more to you now than a force of chaos that makes your life harder. That's all I want to be, dude. What do you mean you're upset about this? You want to be less than that? You want to be more than that? That's like the goal. That's like the goal. I'm gonna choose to take that as a compliment. Suddenly, a little chime played over the intercom. Harry and I looked up at the sound. Passengers boarding the 1225 express line from Tanegashima to Kagoshima. Please line up at gate 2 with your tickets prepared. We'll begin boarding shortly. I need like a voice mod thing. I need like a voice mod program. I need to be able to like sound like I'm talking through a walkie-talkie. Actually, you know, here's what I do. I purchase a set of walkie-talkies. I set one next to my microphone and I go to the other room. Yes, let's get a move on. Come on, you two. Oh, coming. Harry and I walked towards the gate marked as number 2. Allison slipped behind a little bit. I could tell she felt really bad for her slip-up, but I couldn't really think of what to say to her. Go straight to the songs, man. Let's just get these unlocked. And now I finally have the time to say, damn, that scene was really good. This game is peak. It's kind of insanely good the more I play it. I think I love everything about it already. I'm actually really glad I played this. I don't know if streaming it was wise, because like, I've definitely had moments where I'm like in my own time and I want to play this game. It's definitely not for people who want rhythm game, but like for anyone who wants a full experience, you know? There's like a few like little problems I've heard people have with the rhythm game part, but like, there's so much else about this game that just has such quality, dude. There's so much else in this game that's just so good, man. Like, your rhythm game could be a little worse than like f***ing 2DX and still be a really good experience. It's still really fun. And honestly, I just really fit with the rhythm game visual novel concept. You're gonna love some of the charts later on. That's why I'm sticking the middle. Maybe I could learn some of the upper level charts. Maybe if I like really sank some time into it, I could learn them. But for now, no, I'm chill with nonsense. Song shop. Oh shit! They got the 89's momentum in here. And wave to dude. Wait, hold on. This place is peak as hell. ESM too. Okay. Fully auto shooter, they have so many good Miyuk songs in here, dude. This is actually insanely wise. They got Ebi Mayo in here too, dude. They're so wise. Remember, chat, don't forget to wash your hands when you go to the fishing bathroom. I'll talk about this again, but it's actually revolting when I know people I'll see people go to the bathroom and they walk out in like less than a minute, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know if you pissed in there. I genuinely don't even know if you pissed in there. Let alone washed your hands. There's no way you did any of that. So what the hell did you do in there for 30 seconds? We stepped inside the ferry, which more or less consisted of 2 long hallways, very long hallways. Ferry, sweet ferry, here we are, crew. Nobody says that. I said it. Ari gave me what I can only describe as a death glare. Whatever, I'm gonna head off to see if I can find the restroom. Let's reconvene half hour before the ferry boards, okay? Sounds like a plan. I need to stretch my legs anyways. Allison, you wanna walk with me? Huh? Oh, no, but thanks for the offer. I think I wanna sit down and rest for a bit. Suit yourself. Off to adventure. I woke up at 5 a.m. for this. You're a goddamn psycho. You're insane for that. Why are you up at 5 a.m. for an MPX stream? I walked off toward the center of the ferry, taking a glance behind me as I walked. I noticed Allison sit down slowly, seemingly still bothered by what she'd said. Whoa, they have so much stuff on these. So many people on important business or something. I brought a suitcase to blend in. Feels weird to be here without one. Do I even have a suitcase? I reached the cafeteria and looked around the table, spotting a familiar girl. Who could this be? Hey, is that Ari? Ari! I jogged across the wooden floor to Ari's slightly shorter figure. Oh, Saturday. Chill a bit. What's up? Not much. I just saw you wanted to say hi. Mind if I sit? I've been walking a while and my legs are not made for that. Ow. All right ahead. How's it been going? Sat down at the seat across from her. I don't know. Kind of weird. I feel out of place here. Like, this is such an adult sense of circumstances, but I feel like such a kid. Everyone here's doing job stuff or whatever, and I want to tell myself what I'm doing is important, I guess, but I just feel so young and inexperienced. When do I feel like I know what I'm doing? You want to know a secret, Saturday? You don't, really. I sure haven't, and I'm a big shot detective. I laughed. Who doesn't expect a four-armed gorilla with a pillar to bash their skull in every second? Big shot? You're 20. Okay, maybe it was an exaggeration. Whatever, you get the point. I guess so. So everyone just kind of doesn't know how to be an adult? This whole investigation is intense. Not everyone would be able to handle it as well as you. I guess. That reminds me though, I wanted to ask about the museum. Do we know what caused the fire? Ballistic missile. Aries looked startled for a second. I guess she wasn't expecting that I'd bring up the museum incident, given what had happened between Allie and I less than an hour prior. This game isn't a story-based game, it's just a based game. That's a good way of putting it. Like, story progression is determined by, like, gaining points that you get from playing the rhythm game part. It's super sick. I honestly really like how they do it. I don't love the original scaling, but that's why you can change the scaling to, like, the point gain. Additionally, it's an open and shut case. Something about a gas valve. In a museum? Yeah, they have a kitchen or something, apparently. Though they never use it. They never use it? How would there be a gas leak? I'm telling you, ballistic missile! Especially since the fire didn't have an obvious origin. No one really knows how. What does that mean? We don't know its origin. That's the point. I mean, like, where it started. Its point of origin. You can usually tell by the way stuff's burned where the fire started by using arc mapping. What's that? Oh god, I have to explain this. Okay, essentially you look at where different wires got messed up from the heat, and from there you can assume where the fire started. But it's weird here because the entire system arced at around the same time. So they think it's gas because it would have spread around the entire building? Yeah, but a lot would need to go wrong for the entire system to fault at once. Combination of really high gas density and a super messed up electrical system, pretty much. That's really weird. It kind of feels like it just happened with no prior inciting incident or whatever. Yeah, we're stumped. A gas leak is just what we're saying because it's the most likely cause, however unlikely it is. I guess we don't know for now. We sat in silence for a little longer. I decided to ask Ari about my conversation with Allison. Hey, so, about Allison, Ari cut me off with a chuckle. You're trying to figure out what the best way to talk to her about the thing she said earlier is, right? Am I really that easy to read? I mean, this endearingly Saturday, but you're really that easy to read. I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, pretty much. I want to make sure she knows I don't, like, hate her guts for it or anything. Also, it did really catch me off guard and kind of stung in the moment. I thought for a second, but responded pretty quickly. Yeah, that's always a tricky one. I guess the important thing is just making sure she knows that it doesn't affect your friendship long term. She's still your best friend. Well, you know, he probably wants a bit more than that, but that's not for me to intervene in. just saying it to her face. I gave her an inquisitive look. Soggy. Ari is the most Golem 3C character in this game. I like Ari a lot. I'm a big Ari fan. Huh? What do you mean? Man, you're dense. Figures. Hey, uncalled for, even if you're right. Yeah, but just be honest with her, and be caring with her, I guess, and that's my advice. I'll try that, thanks. Ari stood up. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go get something to eat, if that's okay. I was just sitting down while the line was long. You want anything? Nah, I just wanted to stop by because I saw you. I should probably go check in on Allie anyways. You gonna be okay by yourself? Of course I am. I'll be fine. Harry walked off and I stood up as well. Now, where would I find Allison? I'm towards the loading dock of the ferry. Curious if I'd find Allison where I last saw her. Sure enough, there she was, in the same spot. Looking honestly kind of nauseous. Oh, so yeah, one of them does get seasick, yeah! Hey, you don't look too good. What's going on? Sat down on the seat next to her. She looked over at me. Oh, it's, sorry. I just get seasick really easily. I gave her a doubtful look. Come on, Allie. You know you can't lie to me. Your family used to love going out for boat rides, and you had the time of your life each time. What's really going on? I guess you know me too well. It's nothing super big. I'm just worrying about what you said to me earlier on Complete Accident, right? Yes, I am, I guess. Check out my giant Slim Jim. Hey, it's okay, I promise. I know you didn't mean to, like, upset me. You still got hurt by something I said. I don't understand how you can just forgive that. I guess it's not much. Just forgiving it as it is, that I understand you didn't mean any harm with it. It startled me, but it's not, like, hurting deep down because of it. Are you sure? Yeah, I guess it's like, it feels weird, you know? I feel like I should have been more upset by given how horrifying the whole museum thing was. Right now, my will to find my sister is kind of overpowering it, in a way. I guess it almost feels like I don't have time to be letting myself get knocked off balance when Suki is still out there, somewhere unknown. See, Suddenly a loud voice interrupts us.
The cafeteria will be closing up sharply. If you would like to place an order, please do so within the next 5 minutes.
I stood up quickly. Shit! I did want to get something. I'm really sorry, Allison, but can we continue this discussion later? Yeah, that's fine, I think. Okay, cool. Thanks, you're a real one. See you shortly. We're off towards the cafeteria. I'm gonna get what I want before they close. I'm just gonna, like, go down the line really quick. I hope you like the record scratches. I need to get, like, echo voice. I need to get an echo on my voice. They call me the echo locator. Yeah, that song was chill. I like that. What about Poison Garden? This is what I'm gonna have in the future. When I have, like, a backyard, I'm gonna make a poison garden. I'm gonna fill my garden with poisonous vegetation. I'm mashing. But I was mashing through that. I'll be so real. All my timings were off as hell. Damn, I'm realizing these chapters feel a lot smaller now that I've gone through Cheryl Stelly's evil fish-up puzzles. Vivid Stasis chart team. Oh boy, they got like a whole team at this point. That's awesome. Whoa, we got credits in here? Oh, like, it's gonna be like... It's gonna have like the credits for when the charter was involved. I'm not, yeah, no shot am I hitting that. I do like seeing the credits move, but like, at the same time I keep looking down, I'm like, I wonder who did this part. I keep like taking my eyes off the chart for a second and I keep getting distracted. part was weird. Oh, we're back to timid. Oh, it's because it's over. They managed to make it to the cafeteria in time. There's a bit of a line already, but I managed to beat most of them there. So she could decide on what exactly I'm going for here. Perused the menu they had on display and ended up with a chicken wrap meal deal and a burning hot Mountain Dew. Never had a burning hot soda before. This will either be incredible or the worst thing of all time. It's the latter. After paying for my food, I started walking back toward where Allison was sitting down. Despite the relatively low amount of amenities, the ferry we were on boasted a reasonably large width, so walking back across it took longer than one might expect. Walking back, I passed the desk area where people had set up their laptops and worked while the ferry sailed. I was passing by one of them, however, I noticed something that caused me to stop. Dad? Wait, is that Chio? God damn it, dude, I gotta get another voice! Don't make me do another voice, man! Don't make me do another voice! Ugh. If I can't come up with a voice for this girl in like just a moment, it's gonna be the alien voice. Sitting in one of the cubicles is a woman, looking at her laptop. It was Chiyu Sakamura, an old friend of the Tasagari family from years back. I haven't seen her in years. What is she up to? Maybe I can give her like a really springy voice. Maybe I can give her one of these. Yippee. It's like a little annoying when I do that. I feel like I'm annoying when I do that voice. And I saw it was on her laptop and stopped in my tracks. Do the alien voice instead. Oh boy. Okay, so alien voice it is. You get the alien voice, Chiyo. Sorry. It had to happen to someone eventually. Mess around. Obviously it would be someone suspicious if I just started obviously spying on her. I tried to keep my glance at her laptop from one of the seats adjacent to it. I watched Chiyo for a little while. She appeared to be intently watching the video and trying to scribble something on a notepad of some kind. What's she writing? Is she trying to crack the code like we did? Only after I'd opened my mouth did I realize my mistake. Shit, oh god, I said that out loud. Chiyo, startled, looked over at me. I expected her to calm down when she saw me, but if anything, her eyes went even wider. Sorry. That one came out so fucking well. I couldn't fucking believe myself. Okay, Saturday, play it off. Lean into the curiosity angle. You can pull this back. I tried to walk over, but tripped on the seat. Soggy. Fell on the cushioned sink. Ow, shit. The woman looked at me with a worried look. Hi, Chiyo. Long time to see. What's that video you're watching? Looks pretty weird.
Saturday, is you okay? That sounded like it hurt.
God, bro, contacting the mothership. Oh, trust me, this happens all the time. I'm fine. Anyway, Chiyo interrupted me.
You trip over chairs and fall face first to the ground all the time?
Is that not normal? Speaking of, like, not normal. Where did you find that video? I was walking by and saw it. I got curious. Sorry. For the record, this character has quite a bit of dialogue. This is the worst thing you could have told me right after telling me to do the alien voice.
Oh, this? It got sent to me by some anonymous number a few minutes ago. I thought it might be spam.
Someone sent Chiyo the Shrine Report video just now? What? Why? I did not tell you to do the alien voice. We're gonna do a little poll here really quick, chat. Do I commit to the alien voice or the regular voice? Alright, let's look at the result. And it's a 50-50 split. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Okay. Okay, so if you were gonna undo your vote and switch it to something, what was it gonna be? Which one was it? Because clearly you were the tiebreaker here. This is why I never do polls, dude. I never fucking do polls in here. Because every time this happens, I never get an actual result. All I get every time I do a poll is even odds, and it's like, well, great. What's the point? Why did I even run this? You needed to switch it to annoying. Okay, so I get to do the annoying voice. Got it. I'm not good at girl voices, man. I'm not good at them. Do I need to make it more bitchy? Is that what you said? Do I need her voice to be like this? That feels. Oh, that's sexist. That's the word I'm looking for. That feels sexist. Dad, your dad and I have been talking, and we're starting to get concerned. Hey, bold assumption that I have one dad. Anyway, Saturday. It's been so long. How have you been? Okay, how about you? The freelance journalism ankle's still going strong? Well, I'm definitely still doing it, but it's not profitable enough that I don't also have to do another job on the side. When are you going off to the mainland, though? Oh, figured it was best to be honest with her. She was an old family friend after all, so I trusted her. I explained that Suki had gone missing and was trying to find her. Oh God, Suki is missing? I'm really sorry to hear. Yeah, and to make a really long story short, it's likely that the video you just got sent has some relation to it. It was a clue that we followed and that led us here. Yeah, I'll admit that it's really odd, man. That's awful. Suki was always such a nice person. What is she thinking, leaving her sister all alone? Wish I could tell you. Truth be told, once I find her, I've got some choice words for her. Suddenly a loud jingle interrupted us.
This ferry is about to dock in Kagoshima. All vehicle passengers, please return to your vehicles. And all foot passengers, please line up at the exit gates. Thank you for riding with us today.
You kidding? Already? Chiyo, however, didn't seem bothered at all by the discussion being cut short. Okay, I gotta run back to my car, but I have an idea for you, Saturday. What's that? Can I take you and whoever you're traveling with out to dinner tomorrow evening? I want to catch up with you since it's been like 5 years. And you can give me the full story about what's led up to this point. Yeah, sure, that'll be fine. You travel around Kagoshima much? I thought you lived in Tokyo. This game looks incredibly gay affectionate. It is incredibly gay affectionate. Yeah, I know my way around. Did I never tell you? Some of my extended family owns a cabin in this general area of Japan. So I'd like to come down here sometimes, both to visit Tanegashima and to get away from the bustle of the capital. I do really gotta get going though. I'll see you tomorrow night, okay? Here's my number so we can keep in touch. Cheers showed me her phone and I wrote down the displayed phone number. Sorry, being shown a girl's number really scares me. Righty ho, I'll see you then. She ran off towards the vehicle deck elevators. Since the exit gate line was on the other side of the ferry, I started walking back towards it as to catch up with Allison and Ari. Man, it's been a while since I thought about Chiyo. Didn't Allie and I meet her through Dad's job at the, where does my dad work again? Suddenly I felt a headache coming on. Better not think about it, I guess. We're going to catch up tomorrow. I can ask her then. By the time I reached the exit gate line, Allison and Ari were already there waiting for me. I waved to them as I ran up. Hey, I hope you saved me a spot in the line too. Allison looked over at me. She looked a lot better than before. Thank goodness. I don't think it's that formal of a line. People are just kind of grouped here waiting to disboard. Disboard? Is that a word? I'm pretty sure that's a chat room service. Fish you. Fish you. Fish you, developers of Vivid Stasis. God damn you, Cheryl. Oh, right. Well, I mean getting out of the ferry and onto the mainland. Harry glanced toward the exit gate, reminiscing. What? The mainland, huh? I haven't been back here in years. Me neither. This is gonna be super exciting, even if we're not here on the best of matters. So, let's try and enjoy ourselves anyway, okay? I don't see why not. Seems depressing letting ourselves get depressed the whole time. What an interesting development. True. By the way, Saturday, I noticed you talking to somebody while I was walking around. Who was that? Oh, I'll tell you about that on the way. It's nothing bad, I promise. You getting jealous, Allison? No! I'm not. Allison started to sweat profusely. Huh, guess it is kind of hot out today. By the time we got off the ferry, it was already late into the evening. Alright team, let's make our way to the hotel. Sat, I booked the hotel. Do you even know where it is? I mean, I definitely know. I just kind of forgot, you know? Allison sighed. We need to head 2 blocks this way to get to a train, and it should be right off the exit once we do. We're the 3rd stop out. Harry glanced at Allison skeptically. How did you even afford a hotel? I'd have pitched in if I knew you were doing it so early. I have a bit of saved money. It's an important cause, and I know Saturday would have gone out without even thinking of a hotel until it was time to turn in. Fair point. Hey, I would at least have remembered by like 7:30. My point exactly. By the way, who was it you were talking with on the ferry? You never told us who they were. Oh, completely slipped my mind. Her name is Chiyo. She's an old family friend. We talked a bit, and she said she'd talk to me more at dinner. Oh, and she invited us to dinner tomorrow night before we go out to the shrine. Sorry I didn't mention it sooner. Why didn't you tell me it was Chiyo, Seth? You know I know her. Oh, yeah, I guess you would. Sorry, it's been so long since I saw her that it completely slipped my mind. Another slip, check, adding that to the checklist. Tally in another one. It's alright. I understand. Just be more mindful, you know? Keep us in the loop. Yeah, sorry. I really should be more careful, especially with the Geology Museum incident. I don't want her to worry too much. At least she's okay. I'll be more careful. Well, no use standing around here. Let's make haste for the hotel before we miss check-in. Right! Walk to the small port town of... Pronounce this word challenge! Benami-Osumi. Okay, yeah, Benami-Osumi. Our hotel was very close to the terminal, so we spent a bit of extra time checking out the things around town. Didn't take long to find the hotel Allison had booked. Whoa, is this my room for the night? This is huge! It's really not that big. I jokingly glared at her angrily. It's your sense of whimsy. Me thinks you need to be a bit more whimsical. Okay, suddenly I'm starting to relate to this character, and I don't like where that's going. I don't like what that means, because that means I'm soggy. Allison looked at me defeatedly. He thinks? It's a word! Ari laughed. I'm glad you're finding the room comfortable, Saturday. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow. Though I'm sure you two would rather have dinner in a different setting. What do you mean? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! I'm going to my room tired, okay, bye! This is your room. Good night! It's 4:30. Allison flopped onto her bed and lied face down. What's with her? Don't worry about it. She's probably tired from the ferry. I'm going to get some fresh air. What are you gonna do? I need a cigarette! Same thing, probably. I'm not even remotely tired. Not like sleeping at 4:30 p.m. would be a good idea anyway. I love these two so much. Sipping my YURI in the morning. Wanna join me? I'm probably going to just walk down by the beach for a bit. Sure, why not? I've got nothing better to do. Put my bags down on my bed, and Ari and I walk out of the hotel room. Glance back at Allison, who seemed to have actually fallen asleep. Damn, she passed out in 3 seconds, dude. She face down on the bed. Ah, look at this wonderful low-resolution beach. You can hardly tell the difference between the waves and the sand here. The beach we walked by was a small inlet that housed many different boats. Ari and I sat on the concrete edge of the road that dropped off directly into the sand. Hey, Saturday, can I ask you something? Huh? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Can I bum a cig? What is Allison to you? Looked over at her curiously. What do you mean? Like, what do you see her as? Well, she's my best friend. I've known her since I was a toddler. We always got along really well, despite the fact that she was always the cautious one and I was always the rambunctious one. I see. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason, really. I'm just curious. It's rare to see people get along as well as you two do. She knows. She knows, dude. Yeah, I guess it is. My connection with Allison feels much stronger than my connection with anyone else. And I don't really know why. What specific wording, what particular wording of your thoughts and feelings, Saturday? Mind not going into any more detail. How did you two become friends? Oh, it actually isn't gonna go into any more detail. I mean, I know you said you've known her your whole life, but I'm curious. Oh man, I don't even remember when I first met her. I was definitely like 2 or 3. I think the big thing that connected us was that she was the first person to be really supportive about my transition. Your transition? Yeah, I didn't always look like this, or have this name, or be a girl. Oh, you mean like that. Sorry, I didn't know. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the color. That's why the color palette. Okay. Hey, that's a good thing. It means it's going well, but yeah, it's not that the other people I first told were unsupportive, per se, but more so like, they didn't really get it. They just kind of waited to get used to it, I think. Like, nowadays my family refers to me as I am now without any problems, but it took a few years to get to that point. It didn't help me that my dad was always busy with work, so he picked it up slower than anyone else. One of the things I remember really clearly was a day in, I think, like, 2016. Allison came running into my room and scared the shit out of me because I didn't even know she was at my place. She seemed really upset, so I asked her what happened, and she told me she accidentally used my old name today instead of Saturday. Oh, she called you today instead of Saturday. Yeah, I get it. First time she'd made that mistake in years, and she felt insanely bad about it. It was the sweetest thing I've ever seen. Aw, it's the sign of someone who really cares about you, you know? Yeah, I know that no matter what happens, Allison will stick with me. And then I took that for granted and acted out when I was upset about my missing sister. Great going, eh? We both fell silent after that, watching the waves as the sun moved closer to the mountains overhead. We should get back to our hotel room now. Be careful not to wake up Allison, okay? Yeah, of course. Thanks for the chat. I stood up and began walking back to the hotel room where Allison was sleeping. I don't know what the conditions are going to be to move forward this time into the puzzle. So I guess the best thing I can do is, like, look at the charts I've done the worst on. God damn, I got a 774 on that? Okay, that one's probably good. Looks like Courage and Poison Garden are the ones that I need to do. Yeah, sure, f*** it, I'll just FC it. Why not? I mean, I'm not happy with my accuracy, but I never will be. That's just a given. Actually, I just realized this now, Shark. You haven't actually played this game? You're no rhythm game player. I might as well beef up my scroll speed soon, but I don't know. Oh, okay, I did just FC it. Oh, that just leads like fishing. No, that could lead anywhere, man. I'm scared of that. Oh, that's right, this is the 12. I'm cooked. I'm actually so boned. Anyone else up moaning? I'm actually cooked. Okay, fuck you. Fuck you for this part. I'm not passing this. I feel like I do need to beef up my scroll speed a little. But, like, I just need to be better at reading patterns first. I just straight up need to be better at reading patterns before I can really beef up my scroll speed. It's like that horrible conundrum, right? Of, like I both need to be able to read the patterns because the notes are more spaced, but I also need to be better at reading. I need to be faster at reading in the first place. Let's have a wonderful chat in our shared hotel bed. our suspiciously shared hotel bed. Damn, I hate this thing my body does where it wakes up and refuses to sleep again until it gets what it wants. I really should just use the bathroom, but I don't want to wake Allison up. I rolled over in the small bed a couple more times in a pointless effort to just let myself sleep again, but unsurprisingly it was to no avail. It's 2:30 in the morning. Fine, guess I'll have to be insanely quiet. Fully got out of the single-person bed and began to tiptoe slowly across the hotel room. That, however, also seemed to be no avail, as I stepped on a crack on the floor that caused it to creak extremely loudly. Our suspiciously gay hotel bed. Shit, goddammit! In a panic, I looked over at the bed that sat beside mine. To my surprise, however, it was also empty. Is she not in bed? Where did Allie go? I looked around a bit and noticed that the door to the balcony was slightly ajar. I guess she's getting some fresh air. Curiously, I walked over and opened the door to the balcony. Didn't you have to hey, the bathroom's that way. The bathroom's that way, you sog master. You might want to go piss first before you have an emotional moment, okay? Fair enough, there she was, sitting on one of the two chairs facing the fence that separated the wooden platform from the pavement below. Allie? That you? Allison jumped a little bit. Fair enough, I guess, as I assumed she wasn't expecting me to be up. She turned around. It's just you, Saturday. Give me a bit of a spook there. Yeah, sorry, but what are you doing awake? It's nearly 3 in the morning. Wilson fidgeted a bit before answering. Oh, me? Not much, just getting some fresh air, and yeah. Didn't really take a genius to figure out what she was doing up. You're having trouble sleeping, aren't you? Yeah, I've been trying all night to little success. You too, then? Well, kinda, mostly because I had to get up to pee. You know how it is. Wilson chuckled as if the answer she was expecting was anything but that. Yeah, I get that. And if I sit out here too? There are 2 chairs after all. Yeah, that's absolutely okay. Go ahead. I sat down and both of us looked out at the sports complex across the road. We sat in silence for a while. Looked up into the night sky. Without clouds, it was very easy to spot the countless stars and the shapes they made up. You think this is the right thing to be doing? Wilson looked over at me questioningly. What do you mean? I mean, pushing onward to try and solve this problem myself, traveling to the mainland to look for my sister. I keep telling myself that I'm not doing this for the sake of having something to do or an adventure to go on, but I think deep down I'm scared that that is the case. I'm dragging you and Ari along with me on a wild goose chase out of some need to feel like I'm doing something important. Really? What makes you think that? Well, for one, I feel like the geology museum incident should be weighing down on my mind, you know? Not only did I nearly die, but one of my best friends and her sister almost nearly died. I feel like I should be a bit more messed up from that than I am. It all feels unreal, I guess. I don't mean unreal in a, like, this is so insane way, but more like it literally doesn't feel like it happened, even though it did. Wilson let out a lighthearted laugh. I think I was more worried by the whole thing than even you were. I don't doubt it. I'm sorry, by the way. What? What are you apologizing for? For the way I was acting, I guess. I had said some pretty awful things to you before I rushed into the burning museum. But it's not only that, the whole day I was acting out of line, ignoring you when you just wanted to help. I won't lie, when you said that stuff to me before rushing in, it did do a bit of a number on me. It hurts to think about the idea that I'm just holding you back. I've struggled a lot with that my whole life in all my relationships, family, friends, or whatever the case is. The last thing I want to be to someone is a burden. But I don't hold it against you. I understand why you acted that way. The whole day was a blur of dealing with the idea of Suki having gone missing. Yeah, but I guess that's the thing. I'm scared in a sense. I wasn't acting that way out of my worry for Suki, but instead just trying to play some kind of protagonist. Oh, the protagonist is starting to have some self-awareness. I see how it is. Whatever the case is, it's not an excuse to be awful to my best friend, though. That much is certain. Yeah, I get that. It does mean a lot that you apologized, as much as I don't hold it against you. It did still hurt. Yeah, sorry. Sat in silence again for a little while. The streetlights 3 stories down flickered on and off every once in a while. At some point I started counting the flickers to pass the time. 5 flickers in, however, Allison spoke up again. For what it's worth, I don't think you're dragging me along. Huh? I'm not here out of the need to help you as much as I am here out of my own want to help you. I don't really feel like you forced me into this, I guess. More so like, I'm here because I want to support you through whatever happens next. You're too kind to me. You deserve it. Aww, I don't know if I do. I'm telling you that you do. What if you're wrong? I'm not. Why are you so confident? Because I've known you for as long as I have. I know who you are, Sat. Not just the way you act or why you act that way, but the person you are, deep inside. I know who Saturday Tasagare is. Sometimes I wonder if I even know who Saturday Tasagare is. If you ever forget, I'll be right there to remind you. Because whether you're doing this out of your worry for your sister or your need to be important, if you ever lose your way, I'll be there to pick you back up again. Allison, Another long silence. 4 more light flickers. Okay, I know that was like a really good story progression. Is like the light flicker thing. But that is so freaking funny. Thank you. Allison laughed. It took you that long to think to say that? Maybe you are some kind of protagonist. I bet you were counting the street light flickers and monologuing to yourself. I gave her a joking glare. Hey, shut up. I'm just teasing. Look. I looked over. Allison was smiling. First genuine smile I'd seen from her since before Suki had gone missing. She stuck her hand out to me. Let's promise. If ever you start to falter or veer off the path you want to stay true to, tell me, and we'll steer back on course together, okay? Ellie, are you sure? It could be dangerous. I still don't know for sure why I'm doing this. I don't want you getting hurt. And I don't want you getting hurt unless I'm there to share your pain, okay? Let me be a burden. It's the most true I've ever seen her. Even more so than that night in the hospital. That's something from Allison that I never felt before. Feelings of hers that I didn't even know existed, and feelings inside myself that I didn't know existed. I smiled and shook her hand. And it's settled. Thanks, Saturday. I feel better now. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. You should too. We have a big day tomorrow. Yeah, night-night, Allie. Allison stood up and proceeded to stand still in the balcony doorway for a few seconds. I looked up at her. What is it? Cat got your... With speed I didn't know she was capable of. Allison moved her face down to mine and gave me a kiss on my cheek. Then she ran into the room and practically jumped into bed. I sat there for a few moments, frozen, unsure of what just happened. Hey, wait, Allison. But I didn't get a response. Is she asleep already? I sighed. I think it would be a little while longer before I got any answers on what that was all about. Stood up from the chair and walked back to my own bed. I lied down. Minutes passed. I stared at the ceiling. Hours passed. God damn it, now I really can't sleep. Owned. Absolutely owned. Thank you to everyone for stopping by. I haven't had a long-ass stream like this in a while. I actually haven't. I haven't done, like, more than 3 hours since, like, the Archipelago stream 2 months ago. So, really, thank you to the people who were watching this whole time. I'm having a lot of fun with Vivid Stasis. It's okay, MPX. Yuri has me weak, too. You know what? You win this time. You win with that one. I'm so weak and fragile after 5 hours of Yuri. A nice, long, hard session of Yuri.